Hey up YouTube, how are we all doing? Welcome to the latest video. Big push session today. Let's get this show on the road. Yes, now, so obviously, you know the drill. Before we get going, make sure you've hit that like button. Make sure you've hit that big red button. There is loads of you who aren't subscribed, and therefore, I haven't got a therefore for you because you need to just hit that big red button. Guys, we've got a tremendously large session going on today. I'm training with a good old friend, Danny Bibby. For those who don't know, I'll link his old Instagram. We're training at his gaff, Hard Labour in Warrington, which is going to be pretty stinky. I've never trained there before. He showed me some videos and stuff like that. There's loads of cool kit to play around with. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play things over as a voiceover, so I'm going to talk you through some of the movements we went through, why we went through it, who, what, when, where, who, and did I say who, when, or did I say where? I don't know, whatever I haven't said. But enjoy the voiceover, enjoy the workout, give it a go, and the next clip you're going to be hearing from Alex on the mic. Yes, what is happening, people? Alex here on the old voiceover front. Like I said, I was going to take you through our session. We started off with some lovely jubbly bench press. I mean, what push session wouldn't start with a barbell bench press? We worked up some heavy numbers. Big old Bibs worked up to 120. He stuck for the old 10 reps the entire time. I worked up to 100 and did a couple sets with 5 reps. Biggest thing on your bench you got to think about is just scapular positioning. So I think the biggest thing you see people getting wrong is not squeezing those shoulder blades together. They're not getting tight on the bench before executing the lift, not picking the bar up before they're set. Setting the shoulder blades back and down, driving your heels into the floor and squeeze those glutes. Be tight in that position and just rip that bar. Yeah, you've got to start a bench press on a push day movement. Like, there's no better recipe. Either starting with a heavy bench press or a heavy overhead press. You've got to do one or the other. And then we just dropped it back down, did a back off set or so, and just dropped the weight and again mained it and went for another 10 sets. So again, actually strength is feeling pretty decent post lockdown. I've spoken to a lot of people, obviously with clients as we move back into the gym. I think on the whole, a lot of people haven't lost as much strength as they probably initially thought. Moving into more of a hammer press now, so seated shoulder press. I've actually only used this machine a couple times before, but it's such a nice movement in terms of range of motion because it's a really good way of pressing, as we're almost pressing like behind ourselves, so it's a really nice position there, and we can really drive through that front delt in particular, and you get like an insane pump. And my shoulders were mega fatigued after just this one set, and we're working to sets of 8 to 10 roughly here, and just again working to just a weight that felt heavy, that felt good, and you can kind of push to those 8 to 10 reps but at a kind of max. We then move into more of our isolation work, so moving into our flies. Again, moving to now quite high sets whenever you move through into your isolation. So just really thinking about that peak contraction at the bottom. Squeeze that chest. Imagine there's a pencil between your chest that you're trying to squeeze your pecs between, and never let yourself bounce the reps. So even at the very top, you want to feel that stretch through the chest and ripping those chest fibers apart. Moving then into our shoulder isolation. So we went into some heavy lateral raises. So like 14 kilos, going really heavy, just going max reps on the 14s and then max reps on the 6s, and just pumping that out and just making sure whenever you think about doing a lateral raise, and I really want you to think about keeping pinky nice and high, and you're really trying to pull and lift pinky up towards the ceiling, keeping the elbows as high as possible. And what you got to think about when you do a raise, The higher position in the finger, that is where the weight distribution is going to be, and we want it in that lateral head of the delt. And then last exercise, we just moved on to a superset on the tricep. So we're working to a set of 8 to 10 on here, going really heavy. So you're really having to push through those triceps, just being as strong as possible and just getting that peak contraction. So just like what I said on the chest, you're thinking about at the bottom of the rep here, squeeze those triceps together. Don't let yourself come out of this rep and be lazy. And then we just moved into a superset where you just drop the weight, get the rope out so we can get a nice range of motion. That's the beauty about the rope. You're really trying to almost come out at the bottom. So as you come down and you meet your hands towards your hips, you're almost then trying to bring things out at the bottom as well. And you just get this really nice contraction down at the bottom, and that's what it's all about. And that was just a case of taking it till failure, just pushing all the way and all those reps out. Team, I hope you enjoyed that workout. I hope you enjoyed the voiceover that I take you through. I'm about to have my post-workout shake. I'm actually been smashing the caramel latte vegan protein at the moment. I find, to be honest, in terms of how I feel, I just find it feels better in my stomach than when I find if I have too much whey, I can definitely notice it in terms of a digestion point of view. And I'm actually really enjoying the vegan flavour. Caramel latte, it's actually very, very nice in a big shake. So I'm enjoying that. So I'm going to smash this down now. I'm not going to hold too much more of your time apart from smash that like button. Obviously, comment down below any videos you want me to cover, any workouts you want me to cover. Fairly short one on this one, but hope you enjoyed it. I will catch you in the next one. I'll see you very, very soon. Alex, out.